Well, hello everybody. How is everybody doing?
Doing
How is
good.
Good, good,
everybody doing?
good. Hello, everybody.
I don't know if everybody's having the same situation with this StreamYard that whenever you're doing it, it's not letting you go into Facebook. So I'll remove my Facebook for right now.
Okay.
I think I'm in
Um,
my Facebook.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Something
connected to
is
the
going on.
Facebook.
I don't want to mess with it
I
because I
mean,
don't want to mess with it being that we're live.
yeah. I mean,
So, well, somebody over here is going on a cruise.
well, actually,
Somebody.
two people, two of us, just separate weeks. I got
Well, that's
24
true, but
days.
you're going this month and Alice is going in June.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
going.
Alice?
Well, I'm going from May into June. So
Okay.
when I come back, Alex is getting on, but I'm getting off Miami. She's getting on in New Jersey.
Right.
That's the only
Okay.
difference.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to a Across the Wave show. Today we're going to be porting to Cozumel, all the way from Texas. No, not Texas. I'm sorry, Georgia and New York and Florida. I don't know why I say Texas. I was over here thinking Galveston.
Texas. You gotta give it a little Texas
Oh,
accent.
Jesus. Well, we're going to welcome in everybody. Alice Lugo Studios here, cruising with Keith. Eddie Lugo Studios, welcome back. CNS Travel, welcome back. We have Miss Nancy, Mom Nancy, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We have M. Josephine, welcome back, guys. And oh, yeah, thank you, Eddie. And everybody hit that like button. So today we're going to be talking about the port of Cozumel. Let me see. My uncle and his family are still in Houston. So we're going to be talking about the port of Cozumel. Welcome in, Muncie Channel. So look at everybody's coming in. Cruising is fun anytime. Hello, Miss Cheryl and Jeremy. How is everybody doing? Today is Hump Day, and it's like we're like at the end of the evening already. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
So we
good.
have a lot of people watching the show today. Just so that you guys know, we do have Across the Wave. A new logo is in sight for our channel. And also,
Well,
there is going to be merch from Across the Wave. So for you guys that like the show, all three channels are going to be having merch. It's the same logo that you see up there, Across the Wave. And I actually have that I'm going to send to everybody. My daughter did different types of like for shirt for Across the Wave. So I'm gonna send those to you guys so that you guys could put it on your merch area. I did put a link on my channel, and it's for the Traveling with Tinkerbell tumblers. The merch is also coming, so give me a couple of weeks for that. But if you guys are interested in buying a cup, whether it's Across the Wave or Traveling with Tinkerbell, you can click on the pin section on my page, and you guys can see it there. So with no further ado, let's start the show today. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and here we all
All
go.
right.
Well, welcome back. So today we're talking about the port of Cozumel, guys. And for those of you that don't know, Cozumel is kind of like a small little peninsula right on the side of Playa del Carmen, which is Cancun. And we're going to talk about this little island, which a lot of the cruise lines actually visit, like more than anybody can think. So Cozumel is an island and a municipality in the Caribbean Sea of the eastern coast of Mexico Yucatan Peninsula, opposite of Playa del Carmen. It is separated from the mainland by the Cozumel Channel, and is close to the Yucatan Channel. The municipality is part of the state of the Quintana Roo, Mexico. So most of you guys have gone to Cozumel. For those of you that have gone to Cozumel, you know that in Cozumel, they have about 3 different porting areas on there. And it's actually expanding and it's growing. A little bit about this small island that I can provide for you, which I found in the area of Cozumel, is that the island is located in the Caribbean Sea along the eastern side of the Yucatan Peninsula. It's about 82 kilometers, and it's about 51 miles south of Cancun and 19 kilometers or 12 miles from the mainland. The island is about 30 miles long, and it's about, 16 kilometers, which is 9.9 miles wide, with a total area of 4,777,000 square miles. It's in the Mexico's largest Caribbean island, largest permanently inhabited island, and Mexico's 3rd largest island, following Tiburon Island and Isla Angel de la Guarda. The population in Cozumel is 88,626, according to the census taken in 2020. The majority of the island population lives in the town of San Miguel, which has a population of 84,915. Cozumel is a municipality which also includes 2 small areas on the mainland and the ecotourism tourism park of Celja and the Calica Limestone Quarry. Cozumel has 5 main piers: Punta Langosta International Pier and Puerta Maya, and are all the other piers for cruise ships. A ferry pier is in San Miguel and is used for passengers, ferries, and from Playa del Carmen, as well as cruise ship tenders. A 5th pier south downtown is used for only vehicle ferries. Largest part of the island is covered by mangrove forest, which has many different animal species. Cozumel is a flat island based on limestone, and resulting of the highest natural point in the island is less than 49 feet above sea level. The cenotes are water-filled sinkholes formed by water percolating through the soft limestone soil of thousands of years. 18 deep cenotes are more than 250 shallow bodies exist in the island. Many are under dense vegetation. So that's some of the information that they have for Cozumel. Also, one of the cool things that you can do or see in Cozumel, if you like to snorkel or scuba dive, is their coral reef. A little information about that I found on coral reefs for Cozumel is Cozumel is surrounded by a diverse ecosystem of coral reefs that has some of more than 1,000 marine species. The reefs are preliminarily found under underwater cliffs. Some exist in coastal lagoons and on sandbars in the north tip of the island. These reefs are part of the much larger barrier reef system, which is a 2nd largest reef in the world, stretching over 100 kilometers, which is 620 miles. Cozumel's deep coral reefs were historically famed for their black corals, yet black corals population declined from 1960 to the mid-1990s because of over harvesting. So that's some information there. If you are a scuba diver or maybe like to snorkel, there's according to the information, then you guys, a lot of people do go to Cozumel to scuba dive because they want to see all of these corals and stuff like that. So if that's something that you enjoy doing, then you should go to Cozumel and check that out. The climate in Cozumel is tropical and it's close. The dry season is short from February to April, but then in the months of precipitation average from 45 millimeters, which is 1.8 inches of rain per month. The wet season is lengthy, covering most of the months, with September and October being the wettest, when precipitation average over 240 millimeters, which is 9.4 inches. Thunderstorms can occasionally occur during the wet season. And also a little bit of history in that you can find also in Cozumel is the Maya. The Maya are believed to have the first settled Cozumel by the early part of the first millennium AD, and an older Olmec artifacts have been found in the island as well. The island was sacred to Ixchel and Maya moon goddess of fertility. The Mayan culture, all women were required to travel to the island to at least once to worship there. She was the wife of Itzmana, the supreme Mayan lord of the skies and the night and of the day. The women asked for fertility and for joy motherhood. Archaeologists continue to unearth small dolls once sacrificed of fertility rituals. A number of ruins can be found in the island, most from the post-classic period. The largest Mayan ruins on the islands were near the downtown area and now have been destroyed. Today, the largest remaining ruins are in San Gervasio, located approximately in the center of the island. The Spanish expedition to visit Cozumel was led by Juan de Gravilla in 1518. The following year, Hernan Cortes stopped by the island on the way to Veracruz, and the expeditions were both received peacefully by the Mayans of the Cozumel. Unlike the experiences of other parts of the mainland, even after Cortes destroyed some of the Mayan idols in Cozumel and replaced them with an image of the Virgin Mary, the native inhabitants of the islands continued to help the Spanish resupply their ships with food and water so that they can continue their voyage. So as if you're ever going to Cozumel, then you might want to find some of these Mayan. I know that they have several ones like Chichen Itza and stuff like that you can actually go and see. And I'm not sure if one of us have information on that on the excursion part, but we can probably get you some information on this. In 1861, American President Abraham Lincoln ordered the Secretary of State, William Henry Seward, to meet with the Mexican Matias Romeros to explore the possibility of purchasing the island of Cozumel for purpose of relocating freed American slaves offshore. The idea was dismissed by the Mexican President Benito Juarez, and Juarez is still received by the people in Cozumel because of his actions in 1862. Lincoln did manage to establish a short-lived colony of ex-slaves to the coast of Haiti. So as you can see, all of that stuff happened there in Cozumel. Maybe some information for you that is new today. And the education there in Cozumel, there are 3 universities in the island, the State Public University of Quintana Roo, and 2 private universities, the Parthenon Institute and the Inter-American University of Development. Also, Cozumel Arts University offers artist education at the bachelor's level. So, and they actually have, which I was reading through this, they actually have what is called the Cozumel Carnival. The Cozumel Carnival, or Carnaval del Cozumel, is one of the most important carnival festivities in Mexico. It has been celebrated as a tradition beginning from the late 19th century, filled with carnival streets, Cozumel streets with parades. It begins the week before Mardi Gras in February. Cozumel's Carnival is a tradition which has been passed down through many generations that celebrate a mixture of culture that escapes to the warm embrace of Cozumel, dating back to the mid-1800s. Cozumel Carnival was started by the young people dressed in vibrantly colors, customs known as estudiantinas and comparsas, who expressed themselves as street Cozumels through the art form of dance, song, and fantasy. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of information to take into Cozumel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, a little bit of the history here in Cozumel, and we're going to go right now with Alice so that Alice could bring us around the port.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry about that. I was on mute. Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. So let me just get my presentation up. I had it saved in the wrong spot, so just give me a moment. But I'll be sharing some stuff with you about Cozumel, and let us know if you have been there before. I would like to know what things you have done and what you liked about it and what you did not like about it. Okay, give me one sec. I'm almost there. Go back. Close. Okay. Okay, Tinkerbell, it's going to be coming up, and then wait till it finishes processing. All right, so I do have it printed out, but here is a map. Cozumel has 3 piers and 3 terminals. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. Okay, here we go. All right. So it's the first one is Punta Lagosta Pier. That's the one that I've been to twice when I've gone to Cozumel. And both times were once was on a Norwegian cruise and the other I think was on Carnival. Or it might have been both Norwegian. The International Cruise Terminal and then the Porto Maya Cruise Terminal. And the Punta Lagosta Pier is located at the southern end of San Miguel. It's the major town on the island. At walking distance to the best shops, restaurants, and a few landmarks like the Benito Juarez Park or the Cozumel Island Museum. And it only has 1 pier, as you could see here. But when you walk down that pier, you can see there are stores there, and there's also a restroom in the terminal, information desk, and they have an elevator if you're disabled. So if you have a walker or a scooter or anything, there is an elevator there for use, but it's not like right there in front of you. So if you're not sure where to go, you could ask. They push everybody to go up the escalator. There is an exit to outside of the port on the lower level, but they want everyone to go up the escalator and walk through the little shopping mall that they have there at the mall. So it's a long walk, and even to get to the restroom, it's a long walk, but it's nice. And then about 3 miles south of San Miguel are the other 2 cruise terminals, and this one here is the International Cruise Terminal, and it only has 1 main pier and a smaller one for tender boats. And then you have the Porto Maya Cruise Terminal, and it's just a few hundred yards apart from the International Cruise Terminal, and it has 2 piers, and this is the largest cruise terminal. Regardless of which terminal that you cruise to and where you dock, the cruise traveler should know that all of them have excellent amenities, offer all services you need from car rental and taxis to ATM machines and information desk, including endless duty-free shopping and well-known bars, grills, restaurants such as Senor Frog's, Starbucks, or Pancho's backyard. And here's a map of all three of the ports, the terminals together, so you could see the distance of where everything is. Now, most travelers cruising to Cozumel for the first time do not realize immediately that the cruise ship will be docked at one of these piers. By contrast, frequent cruisers that have repeatedly docked in Cozumel tend to think that the terminals and even the piers are unquestionably designed for specific cruise lines. But in reality, this is not an immutable fact. For instance, many a seasoned cruiser will swear that Carnival cruise ships dock exclusively at the Port of Maya, and Royal Caribbean and Celebrity ships only dock at the International Cruise Terminal. As much as this is true, most of the time, sometimes Carnival's cruise ships do dock at the International Terminal, and they may also dock at the Punta Lagosta Terminal. So although it's not always possible to determine ahead of time what will be the pier and the terminal, where cruise ships will dock, there are a few guidelines that may help the cruiser travel or to plan what to do and see in Cozumel, regardless of where the ship moors. The Port of Maya terminal and the International Cruise Terminal are very close to each other, and the entrances are no more than 1,500 feet apart, and both terminals are around 3 miles south of San Miguel, which is the main city of Cozumel. And do not be confused by the pier between the International Terminal and Punta Lagosta. This pier is used exclusively by ferries and transporting cars and trucks to Playa del Carmen. The pier for the passenger ferry to Playa del Carmen is located in the heart of San Miguel. So as a rule of thumb, Carnival Corporation cruise ships, Carnival and Princess, P&O, Costa, and so on dock at the Port of Maya terminal, but exceptionally Holland and America cruise ships usually dock at Punta Lagosta. And generally speaking, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity cruise ships will dock at the International Cruise Terminal. All cruise lines will dock at Punta Lagosta. So if you are cruising on ships of cruise lines such as NCL, Disney, Oceania, Silversea, Regent, or Crystal, it is almost guaranteed that your ship will moor at Punta Lagosta. But always keep in mind that this is not an immutable fact. And finally, a word about anchoring and tender boats. At the height of the Caribbean season, between November and March in particular, the port of Cozumel may be visited by over 8 cruise ships. When this happens, the cruise ships will anchor close to both the Port of Maya and the International Cruise Terminals, and passengers will be tended by local boats to adjacent smaller piers on one of the terminals. And these piers may also be used for shore excursions. So if you are cruising to Cozumel, you might want to check. There is a website that you could check to see which cruise, how many cruises are going to be there on the day that you're going to be there. And also find out, what cruise port you might be going into. Okay, so I have here, Tinkerbell, they could hold up to 8 cruise ships at one time. And Muncie Trano says, Eddie has witnessed some pier runners in Cozumel. No, he hasn't. I witnessed the pier runners, and I have videos of them. Both times that we cruised to Cozumel, I caught the pier runners. So that was a lot of fun. And Tinkerbell says pier runners are seen in Cozumel a lot. When visiting, make sure you have your cameras handy to video the pier runners. And definitely. If you're lucky enough, you might even be able to video famous cruise vloggers dancing in Paradise Beach. I don't know, Tinkerbell, do you have that video for us? Keith says that he will definitely have his camera ready for the pier runners. And Muncie Channel says it's definitely the best odds to witness them. And Keith says, I should go and make a fake pier runner video of me missing the port. Yeah, that would be funny. And Muncie Channel says, I could have sworn it was Eddie. I was wrong. Yeah, he takes a lot of my videos, Muncie. So some of the content that he has, it's because I got it for him. Or I give it to him to post on his channel. What? There's a backseat driver. So anyway, now we are going to go to the next segment of our show.
Hello, everybody. Well, first of all, let me say happy Wednesday, happy hump day. So welcome to the port of Cozumel, which today was a high of 89, and it was a low of 74. The minimum wage there is 249 pesos, which was American dollars, because that would be very helpful for them, and they would get a lot of people trying to move into Mexico if that was the fact. Which is about $14.65 American dollars. Gas is $3.25 per gallon, which ain't bad. That's in U.S. American money, obviously. And the current today's current cruise ships was the Icon of the Seas and the Carnival of Valor. And now let's get to the real news. And so what happened? Cruise ship. Okay, so if you remember, I did a story about the Cubans that got I think it was with the I forgot what ship was it. It was the Paradise. So this is actually something I actually just found out where they brought the Cubans. So it was the Carnival Paradise, which they handed over 20 Cuban nationals to Cozumel, and the ship. I wrote down that ship could be Carnival Paradise because they did not say what ship it was. Well, obviously I know what ship it was because I did the obviously I put the story out there for everybody to watch. So yeah, and so this happened on April 22nd. That's when Paradise grabbed them, and when they dropped them off on April 30th. So there's a possibility that I don't know how long that cruise was there, but it's possible they could have been there on like the second part of cruise that they might have went back to the United States and they didn't want to bring them there, so they sent them to Mexico. So I'm not sure. So that's a possibility. So here's another one. We'll bring back the cocaine again this week. I'm sorry, everybody. But militaries were doing patrols on the East Coast when they found not one brick, several bricks of cocaine. I mean, that's a lot of cocaine there. They must have had they probably had a party over there. Who knows, right? Two Americans were on a boat where the engine failed. And at that point, they were drifting out to sea. They said, I think they were about 18 miles out to sea. And eventually, they got rescued by the Mexican Navy. And you can put up the first picture, think about. So remember I did a story of a 66-year-old man. This guy, he went missing in Cozumel, who had dementia. And right now, the story I read, came out about a week ago, that they still have not found this guy. So he got off a Royal Caribbean cruise in Cozumel. That was about 4 weeks ago. And authorities think that he probably got lost in the jungle. And at this moment, you could probably just assume the worst did happen to him, which is really, really sad. So, and that's the news part. I think about. I don't know if there's a video for the excursions. I assume so. So if there is one or not, if not, then I will. So welcome to the excursion part of it. I'm just trying to get this one video up here, and then I will be ready. Okay, so the excursions are, here we go. Okay, so what's the, sorry about that. The first one, okay. So you can put the first video with the bus. So this is called the Open Top City Tour and Beach Break. So this is a bus tour. It's open, goes $59 a person. And the overview is you're going to embark on a unforgettable mine adventure from the cruise terminal and the open bus to Cozumel. You're going to be a breathtaking view. So it's a tour of like the majority part and a lot of like famous parts of the island. And the good part is that it is outside, so you get to see everything. You'll be able to stand up, take pictures, but it's not bad. You are going to get a nice breeze, but if you're the type of person who can't handle the heat, and also you also have to look at it. If you have like very, very fair skin like I do, you may not want to do this one because more than likely you are going to get burnt. And it's a fair price for like $60, and it's not a long tour, but still, the sun over there, it will burn you. So that's something that is, you definitely gotta be aware of. Yeah, so that's something that you gotta be aware in Cosmo, especially in anywhere in the Caribbean. So yeah, you can put up the next one, which is called the Invincible Boat Snorkeling Adventure in Cozumel. Right. So basically, it's basically a see-through boat. You go over the ocean. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff underneath. They even give you a chance if you want to snorkel, to swim in the ocean. And me personally, I'm not a big person who likes to swim in. I like to swim in the ocean, but I like to feel the ground. So if I can't feel the floor, then I don't like to do that. But it's a cheap one. So the regular price is usually $55. I saw it right now; it's on sale for $44. So that's something you may want to consider doing. And now, if you could put up the submarine up there. Okay, so I have this one right here. So this is actually an experience with, I wouldn't do it because I get a little claustrophobic when it comes to that. But basically, it's going to take you all the way underwater. I don't know how deep it's going to take you, but it's going to take you underwater. It says it's going to take you about 100 feet deep. But this submarine is actually built by the U.S. Coast Guard. So it's U.S. Coast Guard approved submarine. So that's a good thing. And you got 100 meters under, so that's about the size of a football field. But if something happens, I would be a little nervous taking this. That's the only reason why, because I'm out of my own control if something does happen. But if you enjoy doing stuff like this, I would definitely tell everybody, please do it, because it's something that you may want to consider doing. And I am going to have one more thing I'm trying to put out here. You are going to laugh at this one and think about serious. Yeah, so this is actually on the carnival. Put those little wrestlers up there. So basically, it's called a Lucha Libre wrestling show with a backstage pass. And this is through the carnival. So I went on my actual cruise with Carnival, and it costs $79.99 for an adult and $74.99 for a child. So that's something. If you like wrestling, you may like this. So it's to me, it's probably going to have a little laughter into it also. So yep, and that is the last part of my excursion. So I'm going to pass it over to, I think, Alice is next on her part of the excursions.
I'm sorry, there we go. I actually found this really cool adventure that I wanted to share with you guys. This is called the Snorkeling Adventure through El Cielo Cozumel, including food and transportation. The only way that you can get there is by a catamaran. You cannot get there by like transportation, kind of like by car or anything like that. So with this one is $165. And to give you a little bit of information, is a journey to El Cielo from Cozumel, a beach and sandbar only accessible by boat. And on this tour that includes transportation, snorkeling, and meals, just a half mile off the coast of Cozumel, a town with a traditional Mexican charm, El Cielo is a home to crystal clear waters. Immerse yourself in the sea of a vibrant starfish and other marine life, and eat delicious lunch before you return back. So if this is something that you're interested in, it's a must do in Cozumel. This is one of the things that I might do the next time I'm over there. Now, this next one, Rio Secreto, this one I've actually have done, and I would definitely recommend. It's really cool to see. It's $119 per person. And the overview on this one is an experience the amazing underground river Rio Secreto on the guided adventure. After a convenient pickup, enjoy the complimentary breakfast, a quick tutorial and you get all the necessary gear you need for the day of exploration. Cycle through the lush jungle, marvel at the otherworldly rocks formation and underground caverns, and enjoy a relaxing swim in a semi-flooded cave. Enjoy delicious lunch, which is included in the tour before returning to your cruise ship. Guys, I will tell you, if you've never been, I would suggest you at least try it once. You will love it. I actually have a lot of pictures, and I was trying to look for them, but I guess I have them in a different safety disc that I have when we went there, and it was amazing. You get all the gear. You get like a thing on your head. You get the whole bodysuit. The water's really cold, but you don't feel it because they actually give you a bodysuit for that, and it's amazing. I truly recommend. This other excursion is for Xcaret. And this one right here, I've also been to this one, and it's really cool. This one, you have to take the ferry, which is about 45 minutes from Cozumel. And the park entry is about $103 per person to go. The overview on this one, you guarantee your entry to Playa del Carmen, Xcaret Eco and Archaeological Park by booking your entrance ticket in advance through your cruise ship. Combining nature with history, culture, and cuisine, Xcaret boasts more than 40 attractions that guarantee a fun-filled family day. Witness an accelerating equestrian show, marvel at the nature of the butterfly pavilion and on the jaguar jungle, and delve into the Yucatan history of the Mexican Folk Art Museum. Upgrade to an Xcaret Plus ticket for a free use of lockers, snorkel equipment, and buffet lunch, unlimited unlimited soft drinks and beer. The admission ticket is for the Xcaret Eco Archaeological Park in Plaza del Carmen. It also guarantees to the one of the Riviera Maya's Mexican Caribbean top attractions. Experience the Mexican history, culture, and nature for more than 40 attractions, and visit Jaguar Island. One of the cool things about this place is they also have this. We did this as a family, and this is about, I'm going to say it's about 2 miles long. You can start and get off at different points of it, but it's really cool because you go in through the different caves, and it's really amazing, guys. So if this is something that you are interested in, and even if, depending on your age, they have ramps for like handicap and all of that. And you don't have to do the water part if you don't want to, but the park is so big and it has so much to offer that I would definitely, say to at least try it at least once. You guys will not, it's not going to disappoint you guys. And right now I'm going to pass you over to the beautiful Alice, and she's going to bring us some more information on other excursions. So here she comes.
Hey, everybody. All right. Let's go on to the next slide. So I'm going to talk about Cozumel Pearl Farm Tour. So you could escape to your own pristine white sand beach at Cozumel secluded Pearl Farm and learn about the patience needed for the long cultivation process and see some of the island's first farmed pearls. Your escape to the breathtaking north of Cozumel begins downtown, where you jump aboard a boat. Depending on conditions, the ride will take about 45 minutes, and then you arrive to an almost unknown stretch of the island's uninhabited coastline with wonderful deserted white sand beaches. The farm is family run and uses knowledge from the South Pacific to grow the pearls. You'll be shown personally around the pearl farm and lab, and experts will be on hand to explain the process and answer any questions that you have. The farm received a setback in the early days when Hurricane Wilma swept everything away in 2005. They have worked hard since and are now producing the first Cozumel pearls and have just opened their palm tree doors to the public. And after learning how the farm works, you can go out by boat and snorkel to see the pearls hatchery for yourself. You'll also get to see how an artificial reef is growing and the life-size Virgin de Guadalupe statue underwater. And that's in the bottom middle picture there. And the rest of the tour time is left for relaxing on the beach or in a hammock and cooling off in the postcard perfect turquoise waters of the Caribbean. And just when you're getting hungry, lunch is served with the best grilled Angus beef burgers you'll ever try. And they do have vegetarian options available upon request. If you let them know ahead of time, they'll have it ready for you. They also have beers and soft drinks and bottled water that's also included, and you'll be well lubricated as you enjoy your perfect day in paradise. And if you were too busy relaxing to take any photos, don't worry about it. Your guide has been snapping away and will email you pictures free of charge so you can show them to everybody when you get back home. And that's if you're not too busy showing them the pearls, jewelry, or other souvenirs that you bought at the farm. This Cozumel Pearl Farm tour truly will be the best day of your vacation. Nowhere else in the Caribbean can you visit such quiet white sand beaches, learn about the fascinating farming process, and be in a small group with such excellent personalized service. So no matter what else you do on your vacation, don't miss out on this pearl of an opportunity. The prices for this tour is adults is $160 per person. Children 6 to 12 years old is $115 per person, and infants 0 to 5 years are free. If you plan to do the snorkeling part of it, the children must be 5 years and up. And the tour guide will speak in English. It takes about 6 hours, and they have their tours Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. And when there is a late cruise ship arrival, there may also be a later tour. So just check that out. And, it sounds like a wonderful cruise. The price, the $160 for adults, it includes the guide, boat ride, snorkel gear, bottled water, soft drinks, beers, and lunch. The farm entrance fee that helps with investigation and conservation of local species. What's not included is transport to and from the meeting point, and pearls are not included, but you may buy jewelry that will be available to buy. You should bring your sunblock and bug repellent, swimwear, towels, sunglasses, a hat with a strap so it won't blow away if possible, and cameras and windbreaker. But if you didn't bring your camera, like I said, don't worry about it. The guide will take pictures and they will email them to you for free. And if you take a cruise, you could take a taxi for about $15 per taxi. And from the Puerto Maya or International Piers, it's about a 15-minute taxi ride. And for cruise passengers arriving in Punta Lagosta Pier, the meeting point is about a 5-minute taxi ride away, and it costs about $5 per taxi. So not bad. The next excursion I have for you is Cozumel Jeep Adventure to Jade Caverns with lunch and snorkel. And you can discover the best of Cozumel and its untamed beauty on a Jeep tour through the island alongside a private guide. So if you don't drive, don't worry about it. You'll have your own private guide. And he'll point out different points of interest, including several virgin beaches, the ancient town of El Cedro, and a cenote. And then head to the beach club where you can enjoy a delicious lunch and search for marine species on a snorkeling adventure. The cost is $87 per adult, and the duration is $5. And these are some of the places that you will go and where they're located on the map. So you'll be going around all over the place. The tour includes alcoholic beverages, bottled water, lunch, soda or pop, use of the snorkeling equipment, entrance to El Cedro, Jade Cavern, and cenote, private transportation, private guide, beach club access, the gas and the mileage is included, and the pickup and drop off from anywhere in Cozumel. What's not included is tips and drinks in the beach club itself. And it's accessible. Infants must sit on laps. Infant seats are available. Service animals are allowed. It's near public transportation and stroller accessible and wheelchair accessible. So that's all good news. And then the next excursion that I have for you is one that I really enjoyed myself, and that was Paradise Beach exclusive, all-inclusive day pass. And you could spend the day enjoying one of Cozumel's premier beach clubs with a package that lets you skip the stress of advanced planning. Rather than spending your time rushing around the island, you have access to a pool, white sand beach, and an open bar featuring wine, beer, and standard spirits. And lunch is also included. And so on the pictures here, you see the pool side and then the beach side. Plenty of lounge chairs that are free to use. And the cost on the website that I just looked up, it said $72 per adult. But I know that when we went back in January, it was $67 when we purchased online, and we had to pay 50% upfront. And then when we got there, we paid the other price. I'm not sure if it serves sangria because I'm not a drinker. So if someone in here that knows, okay, yes. Munster Drillers asking that. You know, you should know that. Stop messing with me. And I see Tinkerbell says something about Skin So Soft. And so I'm thinking you're asking about, does it keep the mosquitoes away? Okay, yes. So I cannot sell it to you. The bath oil works the best. It is a bath oil, but there are over 100 uses for Skin So Soft. And but I can't sell it to you specifically and say, hey, this is going to kill all the mosquitoes. They won't let them on you because it's a bath oil and that's how I have to sell it. But you can use it for whatever you want. And yes, it does work. So, so I'm going to just share with you that they do have these day beds there as well that you see on the left side of your screen. Those are not included. That is an extra price. What is included is the entry fee, high quality food and drinks, Soul and XX beer, lounge chairs, Wi-Fi, heated pool, freshwater showers, clean bathrooms, and changing rooms. What's not included is the fun pass for the water park, kayak, stand-up, paddleboard, snorkel gear. You'd have to pay additional for that. The wave runners, parasailing, transportation to and from is not included. The banana boat rides, massages, hair braids, and henna tattoos. Also, lockers. You could go shopping, the yards, coconut drinks, wine, premium top shelf drinks. And also, they do not include towels. So make sure that you bring your towel from the cruise line that you cruise on so that you have a towel. Okay. So here we are being led to where we're going to be sitting. And then this here is Hannah getting ready to jump into that pool. Hannah is Jeremy and Cheryl's daughter. And also you see the little round tube right there, the blue and white stripes. They have a couple of those in the water and they are free to use if they're available. What you can expect when you get there, it's best to book your Paradise Beach Day Pass online in advance and receive your voucher via email, which you can show at the beach club entrance to receive your Day Pass wristband. And then you spend your time inside relaxing on your reserved beach lounger, overlooking the water for as long as you'd like until they close if you want, from open to close. And you can take a dip in the ocean or in the heated pool, order unlimited food and drinks at the on-site restaurant or from your beach chairs, and use the on-site amenities like showers, changing rooms, and restrooms. For an extra charge, you can access the inflatables, anchored offshore, or book parasailing or banana boat rides. So it is wheelchair accessible, stroller accessible, walker accessible. Service animals are allowed, and it's near public transportation. If you don't do a shore excursion and you go on your own, a taxi for up to 8 people is about $40 each way. And I'm going to now show you a couple of slides of when we went. So here's Eddie and myself just relaxing. And here's one of the bars that's on the beach. We have Jeremy and Scott, Jeremy from Jeremy and Cheryl's Adventures and Scott from the Mustard Drill. Here's the pier that they have there at Paradise Beach. And this is the inflatables in the park that you have to pay extra for. So it's a lot of fun. And no, Scott, the Skin So Soft does not induce dancing. But then again, you know what? There's over 100 uses for that Skin So Soft. So it just might. Hello, Googer and Rob. Good to see you come in. And Controversial Cruising Scott, he says he loves Paradise Beach. And let's see who else. Emily is here. And okay, does Paradise Beach allow dancing? So yes, and they allow you to videotape that person dancing.
Actually, you know what, Alice? I did find it on the Go Live Together show. They actually posted it. So I'm going to show you guys on my phone because I didn't download it.
Okay.
But here we all go.
No sound.
Hold on. Let me see. I got to get it with
Better with the sound.
Hold on, guys.
Welcome in, Will G.
Hi,
24
Will G.
days, Will.
Hold on to see. It doesn't have.
24 days, the countdown.
All right, here we go. Wait.
Good.
Go, Scott.
See, that's what happens when you go to Paradise Beach.
Yeah.
So that means the Muskerville has been to Cozumel. He's out there making me think that he's never been there.
Oh, he's been there all right.
Oh, he's been there all right. That's why, look, oh my God, that's Scott from the Mustard Drill. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Will G says proof that they sell sangria.
That is pure proof that they do sell.
He needs to show up with his bee suit and start dancing with the
I
bee
know,
suit
we all
on.
have to do his dance.
And Cougar and Rob said, I was there and put some music not too loud on my phone and was listening to my own music in the pool. I love Paradise Beach, so clean, and the food is delicious. I agree.
Awesome.
I really had a great time, and I will be going there again when we go again.
Definitely.
I might go there. You never know. I might be there. I know after this, my mother's going to want to be there. So she's probably already saying, I want to be there in her head. She's probably going to call me right after this.
Just watch it with the sangria because obviously look what happens when you drink it. So if you don't want to end up in the YouTube, as a YouTube vlogger dancing in Paradise Beach like that, just keep an eye because you never know who is vlogging
she's
it.
Ready to say she wants to go. She already wants to go. My mother's already saying yes.
Hey Todd, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Best fruity grape juice in the mix, says Mustard Drill.
So I remember we were talking about earlier with Bermuda, right? My favorite drink on any island is the rum swizzle. Oh my God. Yeah, on any island.
I think you were talking about that in the morning show, right?
Yeah. I was talking about it in the morning show. It was the rum swizzle. Like it's one of those drinks that you can sit down and keep drinking. You don't realize that you're drunk. You have no clue. It tastes so good. But the minute you walk out, you are stumbling, and it's not like the ship is down the block. You're on the other side of the island.
Well, I'll see you later, Harlem. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye, Harlem.
And oh my God, look, we have one of our friends that is going on the Forense tomorrow. Well, look at that, Todd. So happy for you. I can't wait to see all the pictures. But yeah, so keep an eye. So actually, your mom has to keep an eye on you on those sangrias because you never know. You end up vlogging. Actually, your wife can vlog you on Paradise Beach. You'll be the next one debuting.
Hey, I got another camera now, so we got extra camera. So and actually,
but you got to do the dance. You got to do the dance.
So on that cruise, I'm bringing my full tripod. It's like 7 feet tall because I have the after view extended balcony on the Carnival Celebration on that.
All right.
So I want to get that so that I can get some good recordings from my balcony.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure that everybody's going to enjoy that. So I guess our next port of call is going to be La Romana. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yep, that's going to be the next port of call.
I'll be there in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because next week is the 8th, and we're gonna be going to the port of La Romana next week, and we're gonna be coming live from over there through YouTube.
Don't forget, if you go there, you gotta get yourself some mamawana.
Oh my
That's a good
God,
drink.
yes.
Trust me, you have a couple of those, you might be on the floor.
Mm-mm.
You know what? Don't say it too loud because the mustard's in the house. See, I saw Keith. Oh, wait, hold on. He says, I saw Keith dancing in a fountain along the west side of the highway.
No, no. So what happened? If you go to the West Side Highway, so I ran through the whole thing, right?
Hmm.
And and I even had people clap, and they were watching me. I had no clue they were watching me. And it was funny.
Was it raining? Running
No,
through
but I
the
ran through the
raindrops?
fountain. It actually felt good. I ran right through that water fountain. I think it's like I don't know what street is it, but it's like a little bit south of the
They're
I
wanting to
think it's
see
like
that
Pier like
that video.
70.
Who has that
Yeah.
video?
Yeah, I
Anybody
would
has
love
that
to get that video so I could put Scott dancing like somewhere else.
Okay, so if somebody out there has that video, they gotta have to put it up somewhere. Oh my God. Look, everybody's asking for the video, Keith.
I don't have the video. I mean, you know,
Oh my God. So yeah, next week we're going to be doing the port of La Romana next week. So come back to the channel on Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. For the
yeah.
port of La Romana. You guys have any announcements?
I got obviously 24 days
Keith
for
is thinking
cruise.
about
Alex, I think is
it.
31. I have my live on Friday night at 7 p.m. and that's for 1 hour. And then and it's gonna be strictly 1 hour because right after I'm going out to eat at the pizzeria because my mom's coming over.
Ooh, oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
because it's my nephew's communion on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So
So that's neat. You're going to have
yeah,
Miss Nancy over there visiting.
yep,
Miss
yep.
Alice, do you have any announcements?
Just that the cruise in October on the Carnival Paradise. If you're
Okay.
able to make it, we have a lot of vloggers going on that cruise, and it's Monday, October 28th to
I think November 1st.
November
No, November 20th.
5th or 4th. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, it's a 6-night cruise. So if you'd like to join us, reach out to Bruce at ocean2ocean.com. We have a few more rooms available in the group rates.
It's
So
probably
check
like
it
the
out.
third or the fourth.
Yeah.
I counted my.
I know we
A
go
lot
on
of
the
people.
28th.
So I have a tendency to do this. So if I can't remember how many days are in each month, I go to my knuckles. Do you
You
know
go to your knuckles.
do you know the story behind the knuckles?
I
No.
have never heard, so go ahead and show us.
Oh, okay. We'll do this quick. So you go like this, right? So
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding. Each knuckle is 31 days on the calendar. It's a proven fact. So these two, July and June and July, no, are 31 days, and all the knuckles are 31 days. But in between the knuckles is like the days that are not 31.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
even kidding you.
Pretty cool.
Stay home one day and look at the calendar and do it, and people didn't think I'm crazy, but I learned this like 20, 30 years ago, and I still do it to this day.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to say something real quick because the Mustard Drill started this craziness. So he puts here the Boost Cruise 2020 hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. And right at the back, I can hear the music in my head of what he's saying. Out of Tampa,
Hosted
Key
by Eddie
West,
Lugo.
whatever comes up next.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The only announcement that I have right now is that I do have also a group cruise. This is going to be in April 20 of 2025 on the Carnival Celebration out of Miami. So if you guys are interested, give me a holler and I'll be more than happy to put you in there. And if not, and if you just want to enjoy and come and do your own thing, then you can enjoy it and come and do your own thing. So I would love to see all of you there. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, I got to answer with Will G's question. So he says you got to count your knuckles twice. You don't, because once you put your hands together, you got one knuckle here and one knuckle here, and that's June and July, which is 31 days.
Oh,
or is that July and
okay.
August? January, February, March, April, May, June. That's July and August.
Okay. Look, see, Mustard Joe is laughing because he knew exactly what I was talking about with that music in my head that I've been hearing it for like months now.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's funny? Am I watching the movie? Because I can't watch the whole show because I'm at work. So I watch it while I'm having like a little breakfast at work. And even when the Mustard Joe starts to do his voice, even though it's not his video, it's Eddie's, and he does it, I'm waiting to listen for the music. And literally, if you close your eyes, he sounds exactly like the video when the Mustard Joe does it. He does a really good job at it.
Look, M says I still hear it. It's because it's been embedded in our heads since we have heard it for months now. It's been embedded in our head. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even going to play mine about that. I'll leave it for Tuesday. Look, she wants me to, she goes, Alice goes, go ahead and play yours. I like that music. You know what?
I like the sound of your son's voice.
Yeah, he's so good at this stuff. Hold on. Let's play this one real quick.
Good evening, everyone. We've got a very special announcement to make today. From Sunday, April 20th to Sunday, April 27th of 2025, we'll be hosting our first ever Traveling with Tinkerbell group cruise on none other than the Carnival Celebration. The itinerary is simple. We'll be departing from the Port of Miami in Florida on the 20th. Our first day will be a simple day at sea where you can explore the boat and check out what's on board. Try some of the food at the buffet, or grab a Guy Fieri burger by the pool and relax. Following that, we'll be stopping at Amber Cove in Dominican Republic, then San Juan in Puerto Rico, and lastly St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands before 2 more sea days to take us back to port. If you're interested in joining us, you can book now at Gonzalez at ExpediaCruises.com. The phone number is 813-608-2935, and the website link will be in the description below. We hope to see you on board when the time comes.
Well, here he is.
Hey. I love your voice. It sounds so professional.
Thanks.
It's the voice behind the video.
Will G is April 20th of 2025 is the group cruise in April. So if you're interested, just give me a call and I'll give you all sorts of information. We do have all sorts of different types of cabins and stuff like that. But yeah, he's behind that whole 1 minute.
Yeah, I made the ad, I made all the transitions.
Great work.
Videos for the channel.
Yep. And he did all of our intros for our channel for here across the way. So he's been, he does look a little bit like me. But yeah, well, if you need anything, just give me a call and we can talk about it more and I can give you some more information on that. But in the meantime, thank you, in the meantime, I will see you guys next Tuesday for our Traveling with Tinkerbell 7 p.m. live show. And then again here on Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we're going to be talking about the port of La Romana. So in the meantime, why don't we all, since the Mustard Joe is in-house, we need to do his little dance. Hold on. Let me see if I find his music so that we can do it to his music. Hold on.
Oh,
hold on. Let me see if I could find the video again. I think
it's a lot easier if I already had a drink. I've been.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
See.
Oh my God! How come this thing is not even opening? It's not even opening now. What did Mustard Drill do? All right, here we go.
You make me laugh.
That's for you, Mustard Drill. We love you. You know we love you. We just love the way that you are. And thank you so much for actually putting that video out there. It's not even opening now. What did Mustard Girl do? Now Mustard Girl's over here playing on my. Okay, here we go. Now I shut it up. So thank you guys for being here today. We love you as well, Mustard Girl, and I'm looking forward to meeting you on the Boost Cruise with everybody else. We just try to make everybody smile, and Mustard Joe knows that we love him that way. So it's that's a little bit of love for you over there. Woo! So thank you guys for being here. I love you all to the moon and back. Toodles, up to the next one, and I see you I'll see you on Friday, Keith, on your show, and we'll see Alice again back on Wednesday. Have a great, safe for your week, guys. Right, here we go. Take care.
Safe travels.
Bye-bye.